I've actually been waiting for a day that I wasn't feeling too well to record this particular video. So let's chat about those days when life isn't going so great on Cancer Chats. Now, I want to be clear, this video is not supposed to be a platform for me to get on here and tell you how bad I feel or me whine about stuff or you guys feel sorry for me. What I really hope this video is a video that acknowledges that there are cruddy days with metastatic cancer. And I've heard other women talk about some of the shame that can come along with that, or how they regret that they can't do some things sometimes because of their cancer. And I want to acknowledge that bad days are a real thing. I also didn't want all of my videos to always be the most upbeat, peppy thing, because while this channel isn't looking to be a Debbie Downer, in reality, there are hard things and there are cruddy things and there are bad days. So for each metastatic person, their bad days might be for totally different reasons. I've heard people complain about if they've had the disease metastasize to their bones, how bad that pain can be. I don't have bone mets, so I can't really speak to that one. If you do, I'd love for you to drop a comment on the video or message me on Facebook and tell a little bit about that story, because that's not something I'm super knowledgeable about. Where my bad days typically come from, besides the fact apparently I have like awful allergies today, is AIs. And I will be making a whole other video about aromatase inhibitors. AIs are a type of med that if you were estrogen and progesterone positive, that maybe these would be some meds that you're on to help control the cancer, basically blocking the estrogen, okay, in your body. I've already had a hysterectomy. You take these meds on top of them and it pretty much eliminates estrogen from your body. And that should give the cancer a harder time in coming back if that's what it was feeding off of. The side effects from those meds range, but often make you super tired. I've had joint pain that makes me feel like I'm just literally 102 years old. I'm also currently struggling with neuropathy, which I will make another video on this one too. I have a kind of an odd onset of neuropathy. It came almost a year after chemo, which normally you'd have some signs before that. But in the past like 2 months, I've been dealing a lot with numbness and tingling in my hands, some numbness in my feet, and I can handle all that one. But I've been dealing with some really intense pain as well. Think about it, if you have ever been outside when it's really cold, like really cold, and your hands start to almost get a little frostbite. That's how my hands feel at night a lot. It's so cold internally in my hand, it actually feels like it's burning. It's not good. I'm doing a lot of different things to help with all these side effects right now, from anywhere from various pain meds to I started acupuncture, and I go to get a massage specifically at a place that's for people that have cancer, because you gotta do it differently. You can't have a normal massage, which stinks. There's also a million different like things at home that you can do. I try hot baths. I try soaking in Epsom salts. I say all this to say there's just so many different ways that metastatic people can have a bad day. Just kind of like if you don't have metastatic breast cancer, you can have a bad day. Just if your body's not feeling well or you're sick. It just, for me, so happens to be I have a lot of bad days. I do have good days too. And I have had people talk to me about being thankful for my good days. And I promise you, I am thankful. I praise the Lord that I have good days. I am beyond grateful that I'm not dead from a rare form of breast cancer. But there are days that you still get to go, man, this is hard. So if you're one of my fellow survivors out there, you get to say stuff is hard sometimes. Now, I also see other survivors that are like, I'm training for my 10th Ironman this month. Like, good. And if that is how you have been able to respond to the treatment and your body is still raring to go and you can do it, do it. That's awesome. But I just want to acknowledge that there's bad days. And this falls in the part that I talked about in the NED video. And if you haven't checked it out, please go check out my video on no evidence of disease. But it's complicated and it's messy and there's not an easy fix. And sometimes chemo and radiation and other meds that you're on just do lasting damage to your body. They might have rocked it at taking care of the cancer, and I am very grateful for that. But there are other side effects that just make life a little difficult sometimes. So, I don't know, be nice to your metastatic friends. They might be having a cruddy day. And if you're one of my metastatic friends, know that you get to have a cruddy day. Reach out to someone, whether it be a doctor, or a counselor, or a pastor, or a friend, or a husband, or a wife, or whoever it is, and talk to them. Do everything you can do for yourself at home. And I suppose it's maybe a tish of a pity party, but at the end of the day, you get to say, I'm having a bad day. So I thank you guys for listening to me today saying I'm having a bad day, and know that they just happen. But ultimately, I'm really glad to still be here. It's just the woes of a cancer that's always something you gotta be on the lookout for. Just some side effects to deal with. So, metastatic friends, have a good day, even if you're having a bad day.